Your KRBC Storm Team Forecast with meteorologist Grant Tosteru.
All those breezy conditions we saw yesterday still with us this morning out there. You can see it shaking our tower cam around just a little bit as we look off to the east this morning. It's also keeping some very mild air in place. We're still at 55 degrees this morning here in Abilene. That's actually very close to our average high for this time of year. Now, in the past 24 hours, we have seen some very windy conditions across the big country. Aspermont having seen the strongest wind gusts in the past 24 hours across the entire area at 42 miles per hour. Here in Abilene yesterday, we clocked in at 41-mile-per-hour wind gust out there at the Abilene Airport. Rotan also saw 41-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Stanford seeing 40 miles per hour. Sweetwater saw those wind gusts as high as the upper 30s, 38-mile-per-hour wind gust out there. So most of the strongest of the winds came yesterday off into the central and northwestern big country. Today now, unfortunately, those winds are still sticking with us, not quite as strong as what we saw yesterday. They're going to become northerly after a cold front moves in later this afternoon, still around 15 to 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, though, those winds really start to die down now, thankfully, even starting as early as the overnight. Thursday, we're going to watch another cold front move in, bringing those winds back to out of the north and bringing some breezier conditions back into our area as well. But by Friday, almost becoming light to calm out there as we head into Friday afternoon, and still staying very light as we head into the first day of your weekend. Now, I mentioned that those winds are going to come with a couple cold fronts out there. That cold front this afternoon is going to send temperatures falling into the overnight to freezing temperatures by the start to Wednesday morning. Will only warm to around 50 degrees. Tomorrow, a brief warm up on Thursday before yet another cold front is going to move in. That's going to send temperatures falling as we head into Friday. But as we head into this weekend, looks like we're going to see another warm up, and then another cold front is going to be moving in as we start next week. So those winds today generally going to be out of the southwest this morning, around 15 to 25 miles per hour, but still can't rule out some wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour as we head into the afternoon, especially as this cold front starts pushing in. You can see it's making its way here into Abilene later this afternoon into the early evening hours. That's going to bring winds to out of the northwest, so it's going to feel a little bit cooler out there. Those north winds bringing in some much colder air as well. It's going to limit some of our afternoon highs into the northern portions of the big country, but as we head into the overnight and by Wednesday morning, those winds should really start to die down out of the northwest, only about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So I mentioned that cooler air is going to stay well off to the north. You can see that cold front right here in our afternoon highs. Mid 60s for highs here in Abilene, mid 60s down to the south. Still going to stay very breezy as we head through the day. Overnight, those winds lighten up a little bit. Temperatures across nearly the entire region should fall to right about that freezing mark or slightly below that. So take those cold weather precautions as we head into the overnight. And tomorrow, those highs only making it to around 50 degrees across the big country, but we'll see plenty of sunshine and lighter winds. So it's going to be a beautiful day despite those cooler temperatures. By Thursday, highs making it into the 50s again, but with that cold front moving in by Thursday evening, it's going to drop us into the lower 50s for Friday. We'll see that warming trend start on Saturday, back to near 60 degrees on Sunday, and then yet another cold front's going to move in next Monday. I feel like I'm just sounding like a broken record.
You're kind of on repeat and repeat there.
Pretty much,
You know, it's interesting, though, you keep talking about these cold fronts, and yet we have not seen a big, long, hard week of a freeze that we usually do.
That's
of course,
very
February
true.
is still coming.
And we still have March even.